Hello, my beautiful friend. Can one stretch change how you feel? Can one superhero change how you stretch? Let's find out. There are many superheroes who have made a very big impact on my life. And just like every good superhero has an origin story, this stretch that we are about to do together has a really great origin story as well. So while I tell you about it, I encourage you to change into some comfy pants, something you can get a little bit flexy in, and then join me on the mat or on the floor, okay? Back when I did musical theater, from time to time, I would not only be hired as part of the cast, but also be hired to be the choreographer. One such time was a production of Footloose, and the cast and the crew, they were all amazing, talented, wonderful human beings, but there was something that must have been slightly cursed about the production in general because it was always changing, things were going wrong, people were dropping out, we were getting recast, and it was almost every single day the director would come in and say, well, in the never-ending saga that is Footloose, fill in the blank with the bad news. This wonderful cast of beautiful humans had been doing such a great job rolling with the punches, pivoting where we needed to, keeping a positive attitude, but after a period of time, there was a particular day where I was about to start getting everybody warmed up and getting them ready to dance, and people were very demoralized. We'd had another one of those announcements, hey, lots of things are changing, or hey, there's a recast here, or whatever the case was that particular day. But I just felt the fact that people were feeling pretty low, getting a little demoralized with this situation. And so it became really clear to me that I needed to do something to just kind of help raise everybody's spirits. And I know that there is nothing that raises people's spirits quite as much as getting in touch with their little kid, child self. So the stretch that we are about to do together is a stretch that is multi-purpose because it will get you in touch with your inner child, which by itself is a wonderful and magical and inspiring and joyful movement. But also what we're going to be doing is a hip opener. Anytime we're opening up our hips, we're giving our body the opportunity to release any emotions that might be getting stuck. We tend to hold difficult emotions in our hips. So anything that we can do to keep them nice and supple and open and moving is really, really good for our emotional state, our physical state, and with the added components that I'm going to teach you, it is really, really good for your little kid state as well. As we begin into this movement portion, I invite you to just be fully present with each and every part of the things that I'm asking you to participate in. I promise it will make you laugh. I promise it will change your mood. I promise you will feel so much better at the end of the stretch. On that note, I ask you to honor what your body and range of motion want to do today. Please be gentle with yourself. Please be gentle with your body. Please be aware that your range of motion is likely not going to look the same as my range of motion. And actually, it probably shouldn't look the same as my range of motion because my physical therapist's mother has told me that my range of motion is not what human bodies are really supposed to be doing. It's not right. But anyways, please just honor your own body. Go to where you feel a stretch and let that be. Don't push or pull or overextend. The extension of the movement is not the important part. The important piece to go all in on is tuning in to that little kid self within you. Getting yourself and allowing yourself to be uninhibited to be able to play and laugh and feel the joy of life. So that being said, let's come to standing, okay? So let's start off by just starting to roll our hips just a little bit, just starting to get them rolling and moving, getting a little motion in there. Go ahead and take them the other way. We're just getting a little bit of range of motion. Yep, good. And take it the other way. Good. Nice, generous bend in the knees as you do this, right? If it feels good to you, you can take your legs out a little bit farther and start doing a little bit larger of a hip motion. And for me, I don't know why, anytime I start in with the hips at all, I just automatically start feeling a little bit more lighthearted. And then let's go the other way with the hips. You will soon know and understand that I am actually dressed in a theme of the superhero that we are going to take on their identity in this stretch. So next, let's go ahead and take those hips and just kind of move them side to side and really start getting some stretch. Go ahead and take a nice, generous knee bend from side to side as you go. Yep, good, good. Now again, only go to the extent that feels good in your body today. And wherever you are in the world, whether you are in the middle of your office, whether you are in public transit, I hope that you are doing this movement with me. Okay, ready? Are you ready for the little kid part? Okay, we're gonna start doing a large motion here. We're gonna start coming down to the floor and kind of moving from side to side. Now, if this is a lot for you, you can go from side to side like this, or you can go to side like this. The important thing is the embodiment of Spidey. Start getting Spidey in there. Yes, good. All right, yes, from side to side. Good, we are warming up the hips. We are releasing any stuck emotions, and we are starting to get into the mindset of Spider-Man. Good. So now, as you go from side to side, I want you to imagine that you are leaping from building to building. Not just leaping, but web slinging from building to building. So from side to side, we're gonna web sling from side to side. Web sling from side to side. Now, I think it's a very important thing, and everybody who has ever done this stretch with me will let you know that the really, really, really important part of doing this stretch correctly is the sound effects. Okay, so here we go. Yes, correct. It's like a KTSSS kind of a sound. Go ahead and web sling your way to a happier mood. Yes, go from one building to the next. Warming up those hips, raising your mood, and feeling so much better about your life. And there you have it. You have just opened your body, improved your mood, and improved the mood of any other person who happened to be in the room, in the vicinity, or passing your home while you were doing this movement. And if in general you're finding yourself inhibited from being able to really tune in to your inner child and having difficulty feeling connected to the aspects of play and lightheartedness, a lot of the times that's because you're experiencing a block in your inspirational flow. If that is something you're experiencing, I would love to work with you one-on-one with my coaching, Reignite Inspiration, where we use a holistic mind, body, spirit, and emotions approach to be able to clear any inspirational blocks and get ourselves in tuned and aligned with a flow of continual inspiration. I would love to work with you. You can just click on the link in the show notes below and we can do that coaching together. I would love it if you would listen to my podcast, Daily Magic, which is always just an extra shot of inspiration, joy, and the magic in this world. Wishing you a joyful, inspired superhero day, my beautiful friend. Be blessed, be light, and be the magic.